Hello planner community, and welcome to my first YouTube video. And I wanted to start out on my channel with doing a flip of this for 2022. I originally meant to post it on Instagram, then realized that I couldn't do the long form flip. So I decided to just stop procrastinating, and due to plenty people reaching out and requesting that I go ahead and start this YouTube channel. So let's get into it. This is a black croco mat Mia Cara from the brand Gillio Friends. And just to take you through the binder really quick, the specs. This is meant to be a personal size. It's a little bit more narrow for personal, but it has an inner binder and an outer binder. And for me, I don't know, it's just the perfect combination that you would want in a planner. The storage, the size, the ability to be compact. It really is like 2-in-1. And for size specs, I would say if you're familiar with the Gillio brand, this is almost like having a B6, a Punto, and a Campagna in one. You do have people who will use the outer binder for like a B6 notebook, like Stalogy. If you have one, it would kind of swim around in it. So you almost need to have two notebooks, or what I would use it for is when your Stalogy gets a little bit too thick to fit into your binder after you've put all your ephemera and stickers and whatever you want into your journal or a bujo. You can put it in here when it gets too thick. So one would fit well in here like that. So that's the best way that I can explain this, because it is definitely more significant than a Campagna. So you may say, I'm a medium size planner girl. I would love this. It just depends on your preference, because this does not feel like a medium, but yet it's still lightweight. And it's so like versatile that I think that most people who love medium would enjoy it. But I can see where people say this is just way too much leather for me. And just as an example for you, so this is my black croco mat, a Punto. And this is the Campagna size. So as you can see, this is significantly larger. That looks like maybe 2 to 3 inches larger, but the inner binder, not so much. The inner binder is a little more compact than the Campagna. And as you see, the outer binder is similar to the B6. And so literally I'm sitting here stuffing a Campagna in a B6 and showing you that if you did not own a Mia Cara and you wanted to have a good point of reference for the sizing, then if you have these two in any combination, they would give you a good idea of what it's like to hold a Mia Cara. So alrighty. So there's that's the sizing and just the introduction of the Mia Cara. You know, it is one that does have a pen holder here, but I don't use it. If you do want to use it, you may not be able to have 30mm rings or have your planner is stuffed, because as you can see, it's not really any room for a pen if you choose to do that. But I like to stuff my planners. Okay, it has this outer popper pocket. And I just have some minimalist stickers, some stamps, and just like some note paper. And I kind of tuck my pen in like this, or either clip it on here. Then here is a slip pocket. I just again have some note paper in there, and it has a zipper. And I don't have anything in there, but if you wanted to use this as like a planner wallet combo, you know, you could carry cash receipts here, loose change here. It would be great for that. I don't use it for that, but you could. All right, so let's get into the inner binder, which is really the showstopper. Okay, So I just have a couple of planner cards here, deco. Most of it is for deco, but I mean, I guess, you know, it is useful to kind of keep my goals and self-care first and foremost of mine. And I'm not gonna say where everything is from. If you want to know, please just reach out and I'll let you know. The things that I can't remember, I don't mind. This vellum is from Sterling Ink. This dashboard is from Tool and Twine. And most of my inserts are going to be Cloth and Paper, Peanuts Planner Co., and SM Plans, and then a few freebies that I found here and there. So the first is my overview calendar, and here's where I just was kind of like mapping out the PTO days I want to take from work this year. So here's that. Another Sterling Ink vellum. Her subscription box is beautiful if you want to check her out. And I love this dashboard. It says balance is something you find. It's not something you find, it is something you create, which is very important to consider, to make time for the things you care about. This is my yearly section. Deco. It's just an overview here. I haven't used it for anything other than just looking at the year at a glance. Here's another quarterly overview, and this is from C'est La Vie. And here I'm putting birthdays and any gifts that I'm purchasing. Then this is the overview section, and I haven't decided what I'll track on these. I do like them, so I just have them here to consider. And when I'm inspired, I'll fill them in with something. Here's my inbox system. It's based off the Getting Things Done method, a great book. And I've condensed it here. I do have an A5 binder where I have like all like home stuff and reference things that I want to keep up with, as well as some monthlies, dailies, and weeklies, because sometimes I do like to switch over to A5 just depending on what's going on. But this is just a condensed version, so each of these squares are like different buckets to consider in my life. So as things come up, I can store it here, and when I'm ready, I can schedule it out or put it in the correct section it goes in. So this is more like a brain dump inbox. So, you know, like a section for waiting for, if I need to follow up, or calls I need to make, college app stuff for my son, planner ideas, things that I may want to get, some organization and appointments. So just categories like that. But I mean, you would make it, you know, fit your life. Brain dump to buy. Again, the inbox section is simply to get the information out of my head onto paper. Then later on, when I have time, I can put it in the correct category or just deal with it. But I'm trying to make it a habit. If it can be taken care of in 3 minutes or less, then going ahead and doing that. So hopefully I get better at that. This is the future dates. So it's a big year for my family, and I want to just kind of have a good overview look at what all's coming up so that we can be prepared. I just put a note sheet in there for if I have any ideas that I want to write about those future upcoming important days. This is a planner routine insert, and 7 habits of highly successful people, monthly. Now we get to my monthly section. January. And then right behind there is where I'm just doing 1 line a day, kind of like a journal, a like snapshot journal, not really journaling. And then trying to keep track of my spending here. Then this is February, March, April, May, and June, and that's the last of the month. So just half a year in here for the monthlies. And this is just one of those plastic dividers, and this goes to my weekly section. And this is some vellum paper. I really believe that it's for resumes that I purchased it on Amazon, and I'm really loving it. It's actually, I don't know if you can see that, but it has the texture. It's actually very nice for inserts, for dashboards, so that they're not like thick and taking up a lot of space. If you see like the monthlies, all of those are made with that same insert. Well, I'm sorry, same paper, vellum paper. And it's thin enough not to take up the space, but thick enough not to get like really beat up easily. So I do like that. And I had started, I purchased it for dashboards, but I actually started to print inserts on them, and it's really nice to write on as well. Okay, this is just in a condensed weekly, and I just wanted an overview of my week at a glance. So I didn't need a lot of space, just want to be able to see high level what it is that I have going on and the family has going on for the weeks ahead. And so I got these inserts for that. And I still have a Hobonichi Weeks, and that's more of an archive. If you're spending most of your time in rings, you know, you're not going to be able to carry the whole year, but you may need to reference the year prior months. And so every Monday I spend time updating my Hobonichi Weeks with what did happen. Planning is more about like intentions and what we intend to do, and obviously we don't always get to everything we intend to do. So it is nice to have one consolidated place that you can go to and say, you know, hey, well, when did I pay that deposit or make that appointment? So that is what I'm using my Hobonichi Weeks for. So the next section are my dailies. And I didn't quite show you guys that I do have personalized dividers. So this next section I'm calling agenda is just my daily section. And I got the dividers from Salty 22. This dashboard I just kind of keep with my dailies. I usually rotate it around, but I've been keeping it up front here lately. But it's just the things that I want to remind myself of every day. And, you know, I don't know if you're like me and you work at a desk, sometimes you can find yourself sitting too long. So I want to remind myself to get up and take breaks, not to procrastinate, but to start, and just some daily like health things that I want to make sure that I'm doing. I want to make sure I'm sweeping my inbox every day, first thing in the morning, and all of that. So yeah, and so here are my dailies. This is cloth and paper undated daily, and then this is just some old KKK paper that I had left over back in our KKK days. So yeah, so there's that. For December, I actually used SM Plans dailies, day on 2 pages. Let's see, where are they? And that worked out really well too. So you can see here, she has well, I'm sorry, let me back up. She has just come out with a day on 2 pages, but in December, prior to her releasing that, I made my own day on 2 pages with her inserts. And I had her just daily undated insert, and then this daily grid insert, and I found it to be really great and helpful. And then like maybe 3 weeks later, she posted that she did a custom for somebody. And so she has an actual set of 2 days on one, a daily for 2 days. Let me say this again, a 2-page daily. There we go. So, but yeah, so check that out. She has great inserts on her shop. I find that, like, because my handwriting is large, that this one list sheet isn't enough. So having an extra note page right to it where I don't feel constrained and I can still jot down notes is the perfect setup for me to plan on a day-to-day basis. So I kind of mentioned that on my Instagram. If you follow me there, I discuss coming to that realization around the fall when I moved back from personal wide into personal. Okay, this next section is Latasha, which is my name, and this is just everything that I enjoy. And so I wanted to just make a section that I can go to just to plan self-care for myself. So, which is a great fitting dashboard. Let this be the year I choose myself. Still working on that. That's hard when you're a mommy. The paper that I was discussing, that linen paper, and hopefully you can see that. Still can write well on it. This I started, to record my planning collection, and then I kind of messed up because I forgot about one of the black crocos. I was trying to do it from memory, which I have a lot of planners, so that was hard. So I'm going to redo that here. I probably need 2 sheets. This is my Tumbo collection. This is just a wish list of some things. Then here, I posted on my Instagram that I was going to really try to get back into reading more. I've always been a big reader my entire life, and I kind of slowed down once the pandemic hit. I was reading more for comfort, and I found myself rereading like all of my favorites, which was great. But that means that there's so many books that have come out in the last year or two that I want to try to catch up on reading. So this is just my to be read, and I'm working through that. This is if I'm like wanting to write down suggestions that I get from people or I hear. And here's where I'm tracking. This is tracking every time I read a book. So I'm going at a pace of about a book every 2 days. On a weekend, I can get more in, but yeah. So I'm doing well. And this is tracking every day that I read. This is my audiobook library, and I'm working through that. I have 9 credits available there. This is I'm trying to get my Goodreads account more active and up to date so it can really be a source for me to go back and remember what I've read and what I thought about it. And so as I'm reading, sometimes I may have thoughts about it at different percentages. So I really like this insert to be able to track my feelings at certain points within the book, because I may start out in maybe a really strong book and then it loses me somewhere along the way, and I want to be able to have some notes to go back to so that when I write the review for it, I can look at it. Then this is just the different genres that I like, and I want to make it a point to like mix it up monthly. And this is the first time I've been more intentional about what I'm reading, like planning ahead exactly what I want to read instead of just being a strictly mood reader or a suggestion reader or kind of thing. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm pulling from these different categories. And here I plan on tracking how many books I read from each of those genres that's this month. These are just some TV shows that I either watch or want to watch. Movies I've seen or want to see. Amazon online shopping. This is just a more detailed list of the things that you purchase. So there. Okay, my word of the year is legacy. And so this section is all about that and what that means to me. My legacy for me is about, thinking about what's important to you and what you want to leave behind, your mark on the world. And for me, like the greatest thing of importance to me are my children, my husband, my family. And so I wanted to really kind of just focus in on that, like, what legacy, what impact am I leaving? How am I supporting my children in their dreams and their ability to thrive, as well as my own dreams and my own ability to, really enjoy the life that I've built. So, so this section is about that. So motherhood ain't a hood like motherhood, and that's true. And then I have a running to-do list of things for the family. I have like my kids' sizes and their favorite colors for if I'm clothes shopping for them. And I have some health stuff, health notes for my mom's appointments and the boys that I can keep up with. I just think about let's see. And then this is the section that is indelible. And so this is where I'm keeping up. My middle son is applying for college. So he's getting ready to go off to college. So I'm planning stuff here. So, and my oldest son is about to graduate from college and put his roots down in a new state. So here's where I'm planning for Dylan's college and Landon moving officially to New York. Again, this is Dylan's senior year on this side, and that would be like, you know, his classes, his apps, his scholarship. And then this is for when he moves to college, where I'll plan out what we need to get to do that. Same with Landon, and then finding an apartment for Landon in New York. So this next section is process. And this is just my list section. Really just stuff I'm keeping up with, stuff I need to get. So some sheets there, series, my favorite series, and some planner, brainstorming on some planners that I need to destash as well. This section right here is my home section. And this is just a high level view of finances. I don't keep detailed finances in my planner because I use an Excel template. So, but yeah, this is just highlight high level stuff. See, I have way too many subscriptions. And I like having a monthly overview to like look at finance stuff too. So if I'm just sitting around wondering and brainstorming about some big things that I may want to pay off or that I need to take care of, I like looking at a monthly to do that. So I put those in there. This is just another like household purchase section. And some passwords, so that's private. The next section is develop. And here's my complete health section. I just put this in here, but I need to kind of get going with this. So I'm gonna wait. I filled the tracker out for the categories, but I'm gonna wait to use it in February. And so, because I kind of got a late start on this part. Yep, so flush out my goals here. This is a Peanuts Planner Code yearly, and I'm thinking that I will just put here like every month, like what am I focusing on? What are my goals specifically for that month, and what am I focusing on, and how well I did at achieving those goals. And this, I'm thinking maybe a mind map or some pictures. So I need to refill out the grocery guide and grocery list, just healthy choices that I need to think about when I'm making that meal plan. And here's just kind of where you can keep track of what you're eating throughout the day, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your snacks, and your workouts. You can track your water, and you can track like your vitamins. So this is an all-in-one insert from Peanuts Planner Co. And it's really nice. I think that I will be more likely to keep up with it being all on one page. So we shall see. And let's see. And the last section is just notes and a page lifter. So there's that. So yeah, that's the binder for now. Look at this. These dividers are just some circle page flags where I put some stickers on it to represent the month. And then these are some charms from Lucy Pran's Life. Okay, and these are the same. I made this like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I'll say I made them from a template that I purchased. Can't really recall the name right now. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. But yeah, so it was a PDF that you could type in your own personal things, and it just kind of rotates planner to planner with me because really nothing about my routines change from a high level. Maybe some specific things, but nothing really from a high level. So I just leave that there. And here you can slide the binder in that way. I have this here if I need to attach something and then put it in the planner later. I can have a little quick place to do that. It also has a big back pocket, and I just have like, I think some extra inserts in there. And yeah, so that's it. This is my medium me a Cara. It's my everyday carry. It has everything that I need on a day-to-day basis. And I want to thank you guys for watching my first video. I'm sure it was going to be filled with things that I want to improve, being the perfectionist that I am. However, you have to start. So this is my start. And so thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoy planning and organization and reading books and any of those things, I hope to bring more content to the channel that encompasses all of the things that I enjoy, that I love and I like. And so if that's interesting to you, please follow along. All right, take care.